Hello and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizing Moment. This show is dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. All right. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Belisle. I'm also the founder of a local CPA firm that works with business owners to help them make more money and keep more of it from the IRS. I do that with our profit coaching programs. Don't ask me what that was, something blinked. And with our tax planning systems, which has saved my clients over $6.8 million over the last 5 years, all legally. I love my clients, but don't want to share a jail cell with them. Sorry. In today's video, we're going to talk about if you're like me and you hate to sell, this perfect system for you. I would argue, because of today's skeptical clients, skeptical customers, skeptical clients, that this is the perfect sales system for anybody, whether they like to sell or not. But first, support for today's show comes from Profit Maximizing Publisher, who published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and an evaporating customer base. In this book, you will find chapter after chapter and idea after idea about how you can turn around your business and reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even entrepreneurs who are making money will benefit from my book by learning how to make even more money. What was that? I lower it and I can't talk. All right, so let's talk about what the problem is, okay? If you say, I hate to sell, I get it. In fact, for me, hate is not a strong enough word. I personally despise selling. I despise cold calling. I tried it, hired somebody who said, Carl, send out 100, have your secretary call 100 people, set 20 appointments for you, and 10 prospects might actually see you, and then you get one person who's really not that good of a customer. I mean, I just hate doing it. One day, I said, I just decided, no, not going to sell that way. I want to be the welcome expert, the person people come to, the welcome expert, okay? People come to when they're having a problem. What the heck did I do? Did I shut us down? No, okay. All I did was slide the camera, so all of a sudden I wasn't there, so I apologize. All right, I want to be the person they call. Look, um, so it's simple. So I did a few tweaks. I did some things differently, and now I don't sell. I solve problems. I solve my prospects' problems and turn them into customers. That's what you're doing. People don't come to you because they want a plumber. They don't call a plumber just because they like you or they want a plumber. They call because they have a problem. Same with a CPA. They have a problem. Same with a dentist. They have a problem. Same with a doctor, engineer, lawyer, mechanic. You name the business. People come to you because they have a problem. I don't care if you're in retail. They walk into your retail shop because they need a new pair of shoes or some socks or whatever the heck you're selling, okay? So I said, let's do this differently. So I decided to become the welcome expert who my prime customers, perfect customers, would come to in order to solve this problem. The way I did that, and I'm going to list this out. This is important if you want to set this up yourself. First, I listed my main areas of expertise, mainly those things that I do better or I concentrate more, focus on more than my competitors. You don't feel like you're an expert in anything? I hear this when I'm coaching people. Well, then, what is the reason people come to you? This is called your USP. I'm not going to get into that. I've covered it before. The USP is the unique selling proposition. In other words, why, out of all the choices out there, including doing it myself, do I call you? All right. I've covered that pretty frequently. Go to my blog, go to wjb-cpa.com. Left-hand side, we're redoing that, so hopefully it's still there. There's my blog. If they've switched it over, send me an email. I'll send you a link to where the blog is because they may not have it all the way set. Anyways, other place to look for the video, go to my Facebook page. Just, check, just just search in Facebook Wayne J. Belisle CPA and you'll find me. All right, the second step is to choose who's your perfect customer. And list every customer type or niche for whom you are ideally suited to solve their problems, which leads to number 3. List all the normal pain points that your perfect customers have. Mine is simple. The people call me because they need a tax return done, or they've outrun their bookkeeper, or they feel like they should be making more money and they're not. All right. So that's why I sell. We no longer do bookkeeping. We no longer do payroll tax returns. All right. We concentrate as much as possible, and in the future, we're going to be concentrating even more on helping our businesses make more money and save taxes. Simple as that. All right. So that's my pain points. All right. When they come in, if they, give you an example. Somebody come in recently. They wanted a new accountant. I asked why. They said, well, the old accountant doesn't really give me any advice. I mean, I feel like I've left money on the table. Second thing, I said, well, anything else? And he goes, yeah, he called me, 2 days before the deadline, told me I owed 97,000. Yeah, that's not cool. All right, I don't like surprises, and I sure as hell don't want my tax advisor telling me 2 days before a deadline that I owe $97,000. Holy crap! So he actually fell under both. I showed him our tax planning system, showed him the book. I gave him a copy of the book that we have, talked to him about the coaching programs we're in the process of really launching, plus some of the other things we're doing. So I didn't sell the normal things my competitor sells. I identified his problems and then offered solutions to him. And that's the next thing. What is the gateway products? Those products or services that bring the vast majority of your prospects to your customer. I told you what mine were, all right? And then I have the fifth one is have a rock solid solution to these gateway problems and figure out how you will demonstrate and prove that you're the expert that will solve their problems. And, all right? I do that with the book, I do that with the website, I do that with these videos, I do that with the blog, I do that, with our coaching programs, because if you want to make more money, you feel like your business isn't making more money, I demonstrate that we're the people that can help you get past that. All right. If you feel like you're paying too much taxes and nobody's giving you advice, I demonstrate that with our tax planning program and our process that we go through. And then finally, it's really very simple. You sit down and when I'm selling, I sit down and list. Okay, here's your problem. Here's all the possible things you can do. Here's the one I recommend. I list everything, including do nothing. It's an option. Okay, so I list all the options, including doing nothing and living with the problem you have. Sometimes that is a better solution because they can't afford the different options. All right, so they're going to live with it as best as they can and do something. I think it's a lousy solution every time. All right, but I'm not selling. Okay, I'm just listening to the options and then saying, of course, mine is in there. And on each option, pros and cons, pros and cons, pros and cons. If I've done my job right, the pros are much heavier on the process on the one I'm recommending, which is using me. All right. So again, look at what I did. I didn't sell. All right, because no matter what, whether you like selling or not, truthfully, the process I just outlined works well, especially in today's skeptical customers. They're so used to being bombarded all the time that as soon as you get caught selling in the traditional format of selling, they put their defenses up, and now you got to crack those defenses, and sometimes that's almost impossible. So you don't want to be caught doing that. You need to basically be caught. Well, I did it again. If there's something I'm touching and all of a sudden I disappear, and I'm not sure whether I disappeared from you guys. You don't want to be caught doing that. You want to be the expert. Like, consider the doctor's office. You walk into the doctor, hey, it hurts here. Oh, let's take a look at it. Okay, well, you got a torn ligament, or it's just arthritis. Here's your different options. They're not selling you anything. All right. Now, obviously, if you got something they can, you need to come back 2 or 3 times to visit. Let's do a follow-up. You need to have a surgery. They're not selling. They're giving you a prescription. They're giving you a treatment plan. I kind of like that better. I may steal that treatment plan because that really is what I want you to do. How do you first identify the problems that they're facing and give them a treatment plan? Of course, since you're the expert, you're going to make yourself the obvious choice. So, homework, figure out how to become the expert, the welcome expert. And yeah, it's going to take some time, some work, okay? But get started, I didn't have all these things when I first started doing this, but so I talked my way through it. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing. So you talk and give examples. Maybe it's simple. I originally went out and I still do this. I got some clients that have given me permission to use them as referrals and use their examples with prospects so that they can call. That if you got nothing, that's better than nothing. I want the more. I want to layer it on. Okay. Hey, thanks so much for listening. I'll see you next week with another profit maximizing tip, and let's keep working to make this year our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.